Hey everyone, welcome back to Bachelor Happy Hour. I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
And we are here with a lovely couple who actually got engaged in Bachelor in Paradise.
And married.
Well, they didn't get married in Bachelor in Paradise. Oh, yeah,
they
they
had
did.
a wedding,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
you did. Oh, and got married in Bachelor in
Yeah.
Paradise. That's true. Mari and Kenny, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Hey,
Of
Joe.
course.
Hey, Serena.
Hi.
Kenny's got the Chicago White Sox, Chicago Bulls collab jersey.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's good, and I actually didn't like it at first, but once I saw it in person, I'll get you one.
You like it now? Okay.
Yeah.
The Cubs just gave me that baby blue jersey that
Yeah.
they're rocking these days. It's pretty awesome. I love it. What does that have your name on the back of it?
No, this is a Canerco jersey.
Okay, nice. So what have you guys been up to? What's new?
What's new? What's new?
It's been a while, I feel like, since we've caught up.
We saw you guys went to Hawaii for Mari's birthday.
Yeah,
how was that?
We did. We just got back. It was awesome. It was amazing. I grew up there for my childhood. My dad was in the military, so he was stationed there for a while.
Wait, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about you. I thought you grew up in Maryland.
No. So I went to high school and college in Maryland, but before that we were in Hawaii. And I hadn't been back in over a decade. And I've been working on this for a long time. Basically, I feel like since we got together, I've been trying to work on Kenny to get him to do it because the long flight time is like, for him. But we did it and he enjoyed it. It was worth it though. It was worth it, right?
What island? Yeah. What island did you guys stay at?
We did Oahu.
Okay. Yeah. What would you suggest for someone that's never been there?
Ooh, number one, I would say is to get out of downtown. Like Waikiki is the very touristy area where like all the, pictures and stuff that you see, most of it is there, but there is so much more beyond Waikiki. You like have to get out and explore the whole island.
Did you surf?
No, we snorkeled. I had some issues on the boat with motion sickness.
Oh no, did you get sick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that you're not good with like rocky waters and stuff?
I never had it hit me like that before. It was pretty bad, but I was like, it was so fun. Like I was just like trying to power through because we wanted to do it. And at one point it just hit me pretty hard. And I had like my bag that I had to like throw up in for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
but there was other people also throwing up.
Yeah, it wasn't just him.
Because we went out. Yeah, we went out to see to jump in where the dolphins are. They took us out like a little bit. It wasn't like close to shore. I don't know what it was. It really got me good, but it was awesome. Besides that part.
Well, now we know for next time to bring like ginger candy or something for that.
Yeah.
How long did you guys go for?
We were out there for a week.
Yeah.
I think 8 days. Yeah. Yeah.
And did you guys get matching tattoos out there? Is that something that I heard?
What?
So
they're both flowers. They're not the same though.
Yeah, not exactly the same. So that's kind of like a tradition we started. Every time we go to like a new country, we do a matching tattoo. This one, obviously Hawaii is not a different country technically, but we did still get tattoos and they are both flowers. So they're not the exact same flower. You can see mine.
I see.
Here.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's a plumeria.
Mine's all dried up.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, you got it like on your hand. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what other tattoos do you guys have from the countries that you visited together?
So we have the shamrock here from Ireland.
That's on my face somewhere.
Yeah, on his face.
Is that the same?
Yeah.
Is it over here?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. And then we got crowns. This one was from Norway. Yeah. We got the heart from Denmark. Where is it? Here. Mine's here.
They're all small.
Yeah, they're all little tiny ones. And then
they have to be if you guys are going to keep traveling.
I know. The first ones we ever did were the palm trees, actually. Mine's on my butt cheek, so
for Paradise.
That's on my neck somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So, do you decide what you're gonna get before you go to the country, or is it like once you get there, you just see how you feel, like what you want to do? Do you just like walk into a tattoo parlor and get them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I kind of like it better when it's not necessarily planned. Like if something, sparks while we're there, then that's kind of where I pull my ideas from. But otherwise, yeah, we just literally walk into a tattoo shop and say like, "Hey, are you open? Do you have time today?"
Yeah. Oh
Nice,
my
that's
God, but
fun.
aren't some tattoo artists better than others? Like, what if you get someone that does a botched job?
Yeah, but I think because the tattoo's
It's
small,
just
right?
basic.
When it's a
Okay.
basic small tattoo, I think it's very
You don't
hard
need
to,
like an artiste.
Yeah.
yeah.
If I'm gonna get like a portrait of Joe on my ass or something, I would have to go to somebody
Some
Legit.
yeah,
trained.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be screwing that up. That would be a huge mistake. What else? So like Mari, growing up in Hawaii and bringing, your husband there for the first time, what are like some things that you're like, okay, he has to see this to get like the real Hawaiian experience?
Yeah. So my favorite beach in the entire world that I've ever been to ever is in Hawaii. It's on Oahu. So we definitely had to go there. I actually really wanted to do a luau, even though it's kind of like cheesy and corny or whatever, just because he's never been and like it's the touristy thing to do. Unfortunately, our luau got rained out, so we didn't get to go this time. But that's just an excuse, in my opinion, that we have to go back.
Nice.
How was the
Nice.
beach, Kenny? Did it live up to the hype?
The beaches out there are legit.
Yeah.
And I love like I really like getting out in the water and just like swimming in like the ocean and stuff. So
too.
we like got out of town and hit like some beaches that were kind of like you just like had to pull off on the side of the road and like kind of walk. It wasn't just like public style stuff like you normally would see, but it was pretty rough. There's like a lot of rough water out there. Like
There
some
is,
of the
yeah.
it's not like
It can be.
it's a little
Yeah.
you gotta
Time
be
of year
careful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it true what they say? Is Hawaii very expensive? Like everything you do?
Yeah.
Is that
Yep.
that hold true?
Yeah, that island specifically is like the most touristy, I think, out of all of them. And over the years, like I was telling him, places that I had been to when I was little, we go back and I'm like, wow, this looks totally different. This is totally like built up now, and there's buildings everywhere. And they have certainly commercialized a lot of it. Like the waterfall that we went to when I grew up there, it was just completely open access. You can just jump in. And now it's like you have to pay to get in. You have to wear a life vest. There's lifeguards on duty, which is all good. Part of it's roped off, but it's just, very, commercialized now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you guys get back?
A week ago? 2 weeks ago now, I think. Yeah.
What's the time change? Like 6 hours?
5.
It's 5 hours
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't do the daylight savings. So I think at some point in the year it is more. I think it's 6 hours, but right now it's 5.
Okay.
I was
gotcha.
swimming with dolphins.
Amazing. It was amazing. It's something that
is it easy to do?
No, it's because this is that. It's not like this is like you're like out in the wild with them, so it's not like they're not contained or anything. So the captain's like trying to find them, and then they like follow them, and then they like pull out in front of them, so they like you could get in the water and they come by. But like it's like army parachuting. Like they're like, all right, everybody line up, and they're like, any minute now, and then all of a sudden they start screaming like, go, 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 and everybody starts. You have to like dive in. It's like kind of wild actually.
It is, yeah. I wouldn't call it like a beginner friendly experience.
Yeah.
Like pushing you off the boat. Get in the
Pretty
water.
much.
Get in the water.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And then you get back on, and they're like, all right, we're gonna go again, and then everybody line up, and then it's like the same thing over again. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't expect that.
Well, like if I'm like floating in the water, will like a dolphin like swim under me for me to jump on, or do I have to like?
Oh,
No, you can't jump on.
You're not.
No.
This isn't Moana. Like you're not holding their fin and like riding the dolphin.
No, you can't ride them.
No. They do swim under you, but they're pretty far under you. So you can see them, but yeah.
Joe, you can ride them, I think.
I'm trying to figure out what movie you saw that in that stuck with you as if it was a real thing.
I thought that's what they were doing. They were riding because I was like, it doesn't seem like I would feel like the dolphins wouldn't want you to ride them.
They don't.
No,
they
of
don't,
course
and that's why you
absolutely
can't.
No, they kind of just go by.
Very funny.
Oh, so you went for your birthday. What was like the birth? Did you have one night that was like your birthday celebration, or one thing you did specifically for your birthday?
Yeah, we did like a whole birthday day, and it wasn't supposed to be that way. Just that's how it ended up going. So we actually did the dolphins the morning of, and
Okay.
then we did a sunset boat cruise, like a sunset booze cruise that evening, and then we went to dinner at my favorite Italian restaurant in Hawaii for dinner.
Wow,
Oh, that's
sounds
so
amazing.
nice. How old
Yeah,
are
it
you?
was nice.
29.
29.
I
Oh my
know,
God,
it's
that was just
crazy.
think of New Girl.
I can't believe
She's-
we met. How old were we when we met? I was like 24 when I met you, I think.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
22.
5 years.
So 5
Crazy.
years. 5 years. That's
I
crazy.
know.
Wow.
Yeah, can you guys believe it's been 5? Yeah, it's been like how many years?
It's been
since
4
our
years
Paradise?
in
4
June.
years?
Paradise is
But Mari and
4.
I were on Bachelor together, so
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
we are creeping up on 5 years.
How
can't believe
is life in Chicago? Anything new? What's going on there?
It's good.
Yeah, we moved same building, but we moved to a little bit of a bigger unit, like a
Okay.
2-bedroom, 2-bath. I mean, besides that, we still both have the same jobs and everything,
Yeah.
so it's pretty. I mean, going all
Sure.
right. I mean, yeah.
How are the dogs?
They're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not interfering right now.
Yeah.
Sleeping on the little dog bed. But yeah,
Thinking
everything's good. Everything's fine. I can't wait for summertime. It's starting to finally get a little bit
Yeah.
warmer, and all the events are starting to kick back up. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys get a third dog or are you done with at 2?
I would.
You would.
I think if we get to move into a house at some point, maybe, but not in this space.
I mean, your
Yeah,
dogs are
I mean,
so
it's
little
hard in the
though.
city. It's true. That's true.
You're
But I
already
mean,
taking
it's
them
just
out.
like-
What's in one more?
Well, she don't walk them. I walk.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
okay. It's a
So
blue
she's-
job.
Yeah.
It's hard.
exactly.
It's hard
The
in a
boy
city
job.
like it's hard in a city like Chicago because it gets just
Mhm.
it's so cold. Then you got to take them out. Oh, it's
Yeah, I
brutal.
know. Yeah,
is.
and then also like in the summer it gets really hot too, so it's like sometimes it's too hot because they're so little, like, and they're not meant for like that kind of weather. And then there's always people around, so you got to dodge people and other dogs, and like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we
Well-
even think about that in New York. Like, I mean, our place is very small, so it would be a challenge. We'd have to get a really little dog. But then even just, yeah, like taking it out in the cold, taking it out in
Mhm.
the heat, like
Yeah.
it's just a whole
Life was,
thing.
yeah, when I was living in Maryland, it was much easier to just open the door and let I
Let
had
him out
Monster
back.
first, let him out, and he would just go do his thing. And when he's finished, he comes back and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be like,
not
good
the
job,
same here.
monster. I'll be inside
Yeah.
if you need me.
What is your do you have what's your next country trip? Do you have anything planned yet?
We haven't planned anything yet, but I've definitely been sending Kenny all kinds of
We were looking at.
videos.
I tried to like pick some like obscure stuff to see, and I think Norway we were looking at.
Norway,
Okay.
I
maybe.
thought
We
you
kinda
went, I
look
thought
at-
you have a tattoo for Norway. I thought you've been
No,
there.
that was Sweden and.
So we did
Denmark.
Norway for a day trip. We did like
No,
a
that was Sweden.
okay.
no Oslo.
We didn't go
Oslo's
Oslo.
Norway.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oslo's where we want to go.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She went to Oslo with somebody else. I don't know.
Oh, whatever. I've never been to
Her
Oslo.
other boyfriend, her other husband.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Malmo. Malmo is in Sweden.
Yeah.
He's right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Got
Sounds so similar.
Depends what flights are. We kind of actually look at the flights and see
Every
like,
once
what's
in a
cheap.
while, yeah, we'll just look.
Smart.
There's some to Portugal sometimes that are like $400 or $500 round trip, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not bad.
So yeah, we're just kind of going with the flow, seeing what happens. I
That's kinda
like the
smart.
idea. Yeah, because you never know. Like, I just don't like to plan things out because you never know what other things are going to pop up. And like,
Mhm.
for his family here, they're all having babies and stuff. So we want to be around for that too. So,
Nice. Serena's going to Portugal in
Ooh.
Oh,
less than a month, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I leave on the
Yay.
31st. I'm going with my sister. We're trying to like
Ah,
do a yearly sister trip. And last year we did like a 4-day cruise out of Florida. And this year we're doing a 7-day trip to Portugal. So it's really gotten
Heck yeah.
extravagant. 1 year later, we really said, let's up the stakes of this trip. But I'm excited.
I
I've wanted
love
to go
it.
there for so long. So
yep.
Oh,
That was. I was saying I wanted to move there, but we got to go first to.
we got to check it
let
out
me go
first.
suss it
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little recon first.
Yeah.
What
my
are
gosh.
your guys' thoughts on the new additions to Bachelor in Paradise, starting with the Golden Cast? How do we feel about that?
I I feel like everyone's freaking out for no reason. Like everyone's like, this is gross. No one wants to see that. Like no one wants to have old people date young people. And I don't think it's going to be that.
It's
Like I think they're going to
separate.
be separate, right? Like I don't think
That's what
I
we
don't
think too. That's also our prediction. That they'll just be
Yeah,
completely
there's no
separate.
way.
And they'll like sometimes mix and mingle them for like a cocktail party.
Yeah, exactly. That would
Yeah.
be cool. And then, you know, like the golden cast can give advice to like the younger people, you know, I feel like, and then the younger people can also, you know, help the golden cast kind of spit game and like learn how to flirt, right? And, you know, I don't know. I think that would be super cute, but I don't think they're going to be dating each other.
That is
Is it-
definitely going to be a thing.
You think they're gonna be
There's gonna
dating
be
each
at
other,
least
Joe?
one.
No,
There's
I
gotta
think what
be.
Mari said, I think they're going to do where like
The young
younger
people help
old-
the
Yeah,
golden
yeah.
people like flirt and
Yeah,
like do
yeah,
like
give
fun
them
things.
there'll be like a section like a segment like get your swag back or something, and it's gonna
Oh
be-
my gosh.
for sure they're gonna do something.
No,
like
yeah,
that.
Joe and I have talked a lot about like obviously the hypotheticals of like if one of the older guys gets with the younger girls or vice versa, one of the older women gets with the younger guys, and like we're obviously just like being silly with it and being like,
I guess.
let's see what happens. But do I really think if I had to put my money on it, that's not gonna happen? And I don't even think
don't
they would
think so
let it
either.
happen. And I think that
Correct.
their journeys will be like segregated from each other
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Yeah, I feel like it would just cause so much backlash and like negativity that they don't even want that to be in the realm of possibility.
Have
It
you guys
seems
ever
like-
seen the movie How Stella Got Her Groove Back?
No,
I have not seen that.
Kenny.
No, I mean I know it. I just never. I never watched it. I'll watch it for you, Joe, but
Please,
I've
please
never
do.
been inclined to watch it
Please do.
until just now.
Kenny, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it just. There seems like there's a. Is it gonna air 2 days a week like it used to, or is it just one episode?
Oh, I don't know. Usually
It
it's 2
seems-
times a week, right? Ours was
used
2
to
times a
be.
week.
Because it
Yeah.
seems like there's gonna be so many people involved that like how
You
you
need all
gonna.
that time.
Because I feel like the last 2 seasons or whatever, it's like no one was able to like sort of invest in any of the relationships, sort of like
Yeah.
on our season,
Mm.
where it's just like it's all over the place, and then all of a sudden it's like the last 2 weeks, and you're like, wait, those two are about to get engaged, and then you like, but you never really saw any development in like the relationships. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure
but I
they.
also feel like the last few seasons they haven't had a lot of couples that like
True.
got together day one and either like had a
Yeah.
rocky road but ended
Yeah.
up together or like stayed together
True.
the whole time. I feel like a lot of the relationships were developing. Like Kat and John Henry got together like the last week of filming. Like there was
that
like
was-
Yeah.
only a few episodes of them together before they were engaged. So I'm hoping for like some day oneers, you know, or like week
I hope so
oneers
too.
where they
Yeah,
like
yeah.
lock in early on and we can actually invest in them. Cause that's a great point. And Joe and I were even saying that like there's a lot being added, but are we getting extra episodes? Are we getting extra time?
Right.
'Cause,
That's
like,
right. Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
you know,
to
there's
balance
already
that out.
so much to cover in Paradise. And now, you know, we've got a whole additional cast being thrown at the show on top
Yeah.
of the regular cast. And then we were also talking about Hannah Brown. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, I don't think I'm clear on exactly what she's doing.
Isn't she Wells, but for the golden side of the beach, or per se?
Did
or
they say that?
That's what I
I think
thought,
they just
but-
said she's like running the champagne room or the champagne bar.
I
like
guess
she has her own. I think she's the bartender for her own bar. So like Wells
Got
has the beach bar
Oh,
and she
Right.
has her own bar, and I think they're calling it the champagne room. So I don't
Interesting.
know. They haven't really expanded. They're kind of presenting it like she is Wells's
counterpart.
Yeah.
counterpart. Yeah,
Right,
counterpart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking back on your time in Paradise, what's something you wish you knew going into it?
Oh boy.
Go first. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kenny, why don't you go first?
I don't know. I
I mean, obviously, here, listen, at the end of the day, like it
Wait.
ended well for all of us. But if there was
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
you wish, even if it's the, like more shorts or something,
Like I wish I knew to bring a fan. I
Oh my
wish I
gosh, yeah.
knew
Oh boy, yeah,
that I
wow.
would. There was
Yeah.
no point, and I was not going to be able to style my hair. I was going to wear it natural
Mhm.
every single day, and I would have brought like different
Yeah.
product and accessories accordingly. I wish I packed different. I don't. Looking back, I regret most of my outfit choices.
I
Right.
actually, well,
Well, I feel like
was
there was
there.
clothes I was like trying to wear things that were like breathe. Like it just was so much harder than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, I was there before, so like I should have been more prepared. But I,
Yeah,
You
exactly.
couldn't have been less prepared.
the only no
Oh
no
my
the only thing that I wish I would have done differently, um, was because I think I would have gotten sick regardless. Is I wish I would have just had a engagement outfit prepared. I wish I would have brought something for because I just truly didn't think I would get engaged at the end. So like I
Yeah.
wore like basically like a black shirt with like dark blue jeans and like and dark brown shoes. I was mismatched. It was like the war. I was like, I hate it when I had to
Aw.
when I got down on one knee and but so that would be the only thing I wish I'd changed.
So
Well,
packing.
Yeah. Packing.
yeah. Well, yeah, because like I like going into these things even when I was on Bachelorette, just sort of like,
Blind.
yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
I don't want to go into these things having a plan of any sort. Like, and I know a lot of people do and whatnot. And I don't know. I kind of like going in, not blind, but like, just like
Go with the flow.
whatever.
Yeah.
I
But
agree.
like technical stuff that you're talking about, like packing and stuff for sure. I mean, are they going to have such a nightmare living situation on
No,
the
it
new
looks
one? Or are
beautiful.
they going to
Have
have
you
like,
seen it?
are they going to
that's
have
a good
No,
hotel?
where did you
point.
see it?
Whose story was I watching? I think it's just a fan page actually who was invited or something.
But I don't think,
Oh.
is that the cast rooms?
Probably not. I doubt it. But the place overall looks much better than where we stayed, I think.
Oh no.
They might
I'm
have
excited
actual
to see
hotel
it.
rooms now.
I
So-
will be so upset.
If they have
Not that
hotel
I want them to
rooms.
suffer, but it's like, come on.
I
You
know,
didn't
but at the
get
same time, I feel nostalgic about our experience,
I guess I would say I was so tired, and I know Joe was always tired too on our
was.
season.
I was.
I was tired
I wish
too.
I would have slept more when I had the chance to, I think, because that
That's
was
I know, but it's easier said than done because then you don't want to be
It
the dude
is.
that's sleeping the whole first week when everyone else is like
That's
bonding.
Joe.
Which was Joe.
Well,
Aw.
And it almost ruined our relationship. So
That-
don't be that guy.
I
Yeah,
almost
seriously.
slept through. I almost slept through our relationship.
Oh my gosh, stop it. I think for me, knowing what I know now, the thing I would have done differently is get Botox before the
Oh my
show.
God.
And I say that because Botox makes you not sweat. And so like some
True.
of the other girls have like perfect flawless makeup. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how are you not sweating bricks right now? And they're
I
like,
had to
"Oh, it's all
stop
the
wearing
Botox."
makeup because I was like, what's the
Yeah,
point?
same.
Like it
I'm like,
just
there's
looks
no
crazy.
point in trying to look cute. So yeah, I still have not done Botox to this day, but I probably
But just
would
for
do it that.
Paradise would have been
Yeah.
worth no, totally. Like that's actually
Yeah.
I have never had Botox either, but if someone was like, it's gonna be 1,000,000 degrees down there, you get a little bit of Botox, it's gonna hold your
Worth it.
makeup in place, I definitely would have considered it.
Oh wait, so
Yeah.
quick question. So when you get Botox, I actually never thought of this. So
Hmm.
when you get Botox, where does the sweat go? What does it do? It just sits like right before the skin and just doesn't come out?
I don't think they talk about that
I
part.
don't think that's how it works. I think it just like goes through other glands or something.
Yeah, it like closes. Like people will get Botox in like their armpits
In the underarms.
to
Yeah.
prevent sweat.
Oh yeah.
But if
I
I
think
get,
it-
but if you get Botox in the, so if I got Botox in my face, I'm gonna be sweating double under my arms.
I don't know.
Possibly.
That's a question for your
Joe,
Joe,
dermatologist
this is
Yeah, we need
all
medical.
this is all
over our heads.
Interesting.
We don't have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
answer.
This is
It can't be
interesting.
that problematic though, because everyone's doing it.
Yeah,
you
everyone
know?
does it.
I feel like we would hear about like the sweating
The
problems,
adverse, right.
the adverse
Um,
effects.
I want to ask. I mean, thoughts on singles going to the beach, but more. I want to ask, what advice would you give to an engaged couple coming home? Like I think that's a big thing. I think that's something that people look past because not all those couples make it, and you guys did.
Yeah. And also, you don't, once the show wraps and the finale airs, you know that they're together, but you don't necessarily get to keep up with them afterwards either, which I think would be interesting for them to do. But anyway, my advice would be to just really nurture the relationship because oftentimes you don't live in the same area. And obviously, distance and not seeing each other, not spending time together, and getting to know each other more can create like a rift. So I would say prioritize, like spending time together and nurturing the connection beyond what was shown on TV.
Do you guys see each other outside your happy couples?
We did, yeah.
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 Oh yeah, we went to that lake house that one time.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was fun.
we broke the rules as a group.
We did.
But like, I would say that's the great advice. Like, spend as much time together as you physically can. And if you don't want to, that might be a sign
That's a sign
that you should end the engagement before the reunion.
For sure.
Oh my
Because it's
Kenny,
It
how
was
about you?
easier. Well, going back to what Mari was saying, in our time period, because she came out to Chicago a bunch of times. I went to Maryland, but it was like COVID, so it was actually a lot easier
Yeah.
to because you
Yeah.
weren't going out.
you're
just
traveling with
staying
like
in your
masks and
apartment.
hats and
Mhm.
stuff
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So I guess it's different now to be secretive with it,
Hmm.
but yeah, I think along the same lines like this. At the end of the day, I mean, if you're gonna get engaged, I guess you got to have that conversation before you even do that on the show because if you guys live far apart, like that's a lot of stuff to deal with once you get home, and I think that's why a lot of this stuff falls apart so easily because
Definitely.
it's easy just to say this ain't working out because you're trying to fit this new thing into your life that you're just like going back to. And now you're like, now I gotta like travel and she's coming here. It's a lot to deal with once you get back home.
Mhm.
If you're gonna make it through, I don't know. It's
I
it's
agree.
a big conversation to have, I think, before you get engaged on Paradise.
Definitely. I think
Definitely.
it's a must to have that conversation. We
Yeah.
all did, and I think you definitely have to have that. Out of within Bachelor Nation, now we don't know who's going to Paradise except for 3 people. Oh,
Yep.
five, because we know 2 golden people as well.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Right.
Mhm.
But just choosing randomly through Bachelor Nation who that is single, who do you think would make a good couple if you were to choose one
Oh my
couple to
Lord.
make it out of Paradise?
Just one.
You
Like
can choose a couple.
randomness?
Yeah, random. But pair a couple up. Let's see if it ends up working
Oh,
out.
hold on. Let me think.
God.
Hold on. Let me think. Why do I feel like Andrew is gonna go back?
Andrew?
Why do I feel like he's gonna go back? Is he
Okay, that's
single? Do we know he's
Yeah, I
single?
think he's single.
He's single.
I could see him hooking up with one of the Goldens.
No.
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
Oh gosh. No, I don't think he would. Who else? Who else? I would love to see Andrew. I feel like he would do it.
Andrew's always good TV.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's always a
Andrew's the
fun
guy.
And
You pick a
then
girl.
Find a girl for him.
Anyone who's single.
well, you know what? The number 2 on Grant season might be something with that.
Latia?
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 Yeah.
I don't
That
think
could be
they're on the
fun.
same page.
No,
No.
but
I
it could
don't
be
think
like a fun, like flirty situation.
I
Yeah,
think
fun summer.
I think they
sitch.
look
Summer
good
fling.
together.
Oh yeah, they would look amazing together. I'm interested actually to know like what went down at Stagecoach. That just happened last weekend, a couple weekends
That's
ago.
true.
That's a hot
Great
take.
call
That's a hot
out,
take.
Mari.
That's a hot
And
take.
there were a lot of Bachelor Nation present. So interesting to see if
that.
anything comes
I love
out.
it when real world drama filters onto the show.
I know, it's
That's
Do
kind
we
of
though?
fun.
Do we though? Like, how do we
I
feel
do.
about? How do we
I
feel
do.
about? Okay, so we are as viewers, we are okay with contestants potentially hooking up, talking, even planning.
I
how
don't
they're
like
gonna
the
That's
go.
too far.
planning. I don't
Yeah.
want it to be like we knew we were both going to be down there, but it's like I like it when it's like we were all at this event and so and so
Yeah,
and
we
so and so went
happened
home
to
together, but
be-
he was already talking to her, like or
Yeah.
like these 2 girls like had beef and like things that just like organically happen because people are
Exactly.
hanging out, and like then it's like they're forced to confront it when they're
Yes.
all back together.
Right.
That's
Okay,
fun.
so you want mess. You want
I
mess.
want a
Yeah.
little mess. Like I want a
bit,
little
a
like
little.
pregame mess. Yeah.
Mess is great. That's what keeps
Because
me.
those are
That's
things that
why
you cannot create in the show,
Yeah, you
like
can't.
that's why I like when the messier people show up.
Yeah, I agree.
Eh.
I think the messier the better, for sure. Makes for good
It
reality
makes it
TV.
fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
Not in
really
a
fun.
bad way, just somebody to stir it up. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to
Someone
be
who doesn't care, like someone
Yeah.
who's like bold and won't care
someone
what
to
people have to
say what needs to be said to create the next piece of drama that's going to happen or something.
The next cake in the fire.
Yeah.
Um, Okay, well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time and coming to hang out with us. It's been a pleasure. Anything that you want to let our listeners know, what you got going on, where they can follow you, anything like that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, thanks for having us. Always
Yep.
good to catch up with you guys. We don't have anything new going on. We were just on the floor, like a game show,
Yeah.
but that's already
Oh yeah,
enough.
we didn't even get into that today.
We lost.
Next time.
We
We
both
lost.
lost.
Spoiler alert, they lost.
Spoiler, yeah.
But as far as social, I'm at Mari, Mari_Pepin on everything.
And
Nice.
I am at Kenny Brash 10.
There we go. Kenny Brash 10.
Yep.
Love
Yep.
it. Okay. And to all our listeners, thank you for tuning in to Bachelor Happy Hour. Make sure you download and subscribe to the podcast.
Thanks for listening. Bye.